Hey, welcome to this episode of Making It Work.
Making it work.
We're going to introduce the Piper Cam.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, Maverick is a fairly well-traveled little guy. He's been all over the northeast area and stuff. He's been to Niagara Falls. He's been to Salvage Dogs and met some of the Black Dog Salvage and met some of the salvage dogs. Piper hadn't done a whole lot of traveling with us, although they did go to Chattanooga and we saw Rock City with the dogs, and Piper was barking at the gnomes.
Now that was funny.
That was pretty funny.
We may put some of that in there.
What is it, Piper? She's totally barking at the gnome.
Okay, here you go.
And so we recently had a chance to go visit a friend who happens to live about a mile from the beach. And this was Piper's first time at the beach. Maverick has also been to the beach a couple of times before too. So this was Piper's first time at the beach, and I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cute if we could get a camera mounted to her harness and just to kind of see things from her perspective. You know, show them the harness.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Okay. There's the
Enter
harness.
the Piper Cam.
This is, you'll see in the upcoming video here that this is basically a piece of plastic that went on the back of an exit sign that somebody had thrown away, and I thought, man, you know, that's a big piece of plastic, and this proved to be one of those things.
So let's take a look at the making of the Piper Cam.
I think, though, this took me 40 minutes.
Oh, no,
30 minutes, because we had to get going. We were running late. We had to get going, pack up and leave. And
there are a few things that we said we would change because it was a little bit on the wobbly side, and it tended to...
The dog is a little bit on the wobbly side.
Well, you know, to try to make it a little more stable or to keep from sliding over on her. But I don't know, the footage is just too stinking cute. So
yep. So
let's take a look.
And you'll be seeing it here right about now. Whoops. How about now? Yeah, now. Here we go. I see it rolling. I see it rolling.
Hey, well, the microphone was turned off on the camera. So you can see right here on this piece of plastic, I'm going to cut out these two sections, one on the left side, one on the right side. And that is what I'm going to use to kind of make it easier and not as hot on the dog. And that's where I'll go get the saw, and I'll cut it out for you and show it to you. I wanted to say also right here, if you're not familiar with power tools, you're not familiar with stuff like that, I wouldn't do it just because you might get hurt. And we are not, this is just for showing you what I did, not what you should do. But anyway, now I'll go over to the saw and show you just how quick and easy it was for me to cut these pieces out. Since this was really thin plastic, it didn't take me a whole lot of time to do it. So here we go. And obviously you can't see through my arm. That's called a fantastic camera shot right there as I'm cutting this, but then again you can't see if I'm doing it wrong either. So this could be to my advantage too. And that's one side cut off. And now I'm just going to use that one side I cut off as a template, so on the opposite side, so that I get them all the same, both of them the same cut. And if I finish up right about here, and I'll show you what I cut out here. Turn off the equipment, obviously, and there we go. That's what it looks like when I get it cut out. Now I'm going to end up bending this, or heating it up and bending it. That will make it the curvature of the right on her back, Piper's back, and make it a whole lot easier. It didn't bother her. She shook a couple of times to start off with, and then just acted like it wasn't even there. So let me show you what it's going to take for me to mold this to what we need. As you can see right here, I've actually trimmed all the edges off to make it smoother, and I'll take a sandpaper real quick and I will file it all down so that there's no sharp edges, because we don't want to hurt the dog, for sure. And we'll get to molding it to the curvature of the dog's body. And here I'm going to go ahead and light a propane torch just to get to make this work. I could actually put it in the oven and let it get warm, but I'm just going to do it this way because I don't have a whole lot of time. And by the way, don't use a torch if you don't know what you're doing, and you may burn down your shop, you may burn down stuff. You can see that if you get too close, it gets black, and you can already see that the plastic is melting, and it's allowing me to shape it in the direction I need to go. And by the way, wear gloves when you're doing this. I am working really fast because it's hot, and the last thing I want to do is get burned, because let me tell you what, plastic burn can really hurt, and it'll blister up in a real hurry. And you can see here now I'm going down the right side of the collar, the vise. It's almost going to look like a cast that you would wear if you got a broken leg or something broken. So and I'll just keep going at this until I get it nice and round. I'll move the propane out of the way so I can show you how the mount is going to go. You can see this is the mount that came with the camera, and I want to put it right in the middle of the back, right over the shoulders. And this is kind of like a GoPro, and not as expensive one, and we've found it to work just as well as any others. You can see that it's got the holes in the side for the strap, where you can run the strap through the two pieces there, and I thought about cutting it and going through there. But after working with this, looking at it and seeing exactly what I had, I decided that there's a better way to do it than this one. And let me show you how I ended up doing it, and going through and doing it. Okay, so with the camera came all kinds of mounts and brackets. This is actually for the steering wheel on a bike, or the handlebars on a bike, and I decided that since I'm not going to ride a bike, I will see what it looked like if I mounted it right there. I think that actually is going to work really well for what we're trying to accomplish here. Now, remember that this is just a trial. I'm going to be making this to set up just as a trial for really something that I want to eventually down along in the future to create. And here's the footage that we've captured. Enjoy.
What you doing, Piper Poo? Are you at the beach? Are you at the beach? And there's Susie and Linda. And where's my Mavrodoodle? There he is.
All right. First of all, thanks for watching. We appreciate that. Just click on that little thing down there called subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and the bell icon to be notified when we upgrade. Yeah,
we're gonna upgrade.
This is Tim 2.0 to the next video. Now, the reason we didn't produce one last week was because
We have a new grandbaby.
So we had to make, there's some priorities, and the video did not come over being at the hospital.
We had the other two.
Yeah, we had the other two.
And the two dogs.
We were at the hospital with her and the baby and Dad, and so that's why one didn't come out last week. But anyway, thanks for watching, and let us know if you like this kind of content that's just kind of thrown together on the spot, using what I got to make it work. Oh, make it work?
Making it work.
And that's what we do here. Bye.